What's up everyone, it's T-Nums again. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a level 100 pickup Munchlax safely, because I've seen way too many people accidentally level up their Meowth or Munchlax into a Persian or Snorlax, and there's a pretty simple way by just spending a little bit of extra money to keep your Munchlax as a Munchlax all the way through the leveling process, and I'm going to show you that today. So I'm going to take you through every step of the way because Munchlax is actually a pretty difficult Pokemon to breed. It has a couple extra steps. One being you can't actually breed with Munchlax, so I need to find a Snorlax to start. We're going to get a Snorlax with either 31 attack or 31 speed, and that's all that matters. Don't even need gender or anything specified right now. So it's 50k for an attack one, and a speed one would be 88k. So let's go ahead and get that 50k male Snorlax. Now with that being male, we definitely need a Ditto. So we're going to go with a speed Ditto. That's going to run us 14.4k. We're starting this at exactly 500k to keep track of how much everything's going to cost. And then go over here and get the attack bracer, the red one, and the speed bracer, which is the blue one. I'm going to equip these to the respective Pokemon. Ditto getting the speed bracer, and Snorlax getting the attack bracer. Now the interesting thing here is when I put these in the daycare, Snorlax is going to breed down into another Snorlax. It can't become Munchlax yet, and that's okay. So we're just going to go ahead and make it a female this time, which is going to cost an extra 21k, no big deal. Now while that's hatching, the nature on this doesn't matter. You're going to have to get a matching 31 speed, 31 attack monster egg group male with the adamant nature. We're forced to because you have to equip an item to Snorlax to be able to get Munchlax out of the breed. So we're going to search this. The bare minimum is going to be 99k. Got kind of lucky there. The rest are all 150k, but that's going to happen here and there. So now we have our breeder ready and waiting for Snorlax, but what items do we put on these? Go to items and get an Everstone for the nature. That one's obvious. But then we need an incense to be able to make Snorlax become Munchlax. So I'm going to go ahead and buy a full incense. Oh, you can't get it here actually. Let me show you where that's at. We're going to go over to the Hoenn region because there's a vendor in Slateport City, I believe it is. And we have to wait for this egg to hatch anyway, so that's perfect. Go ahead this way and take the boat over to the Hoenn region. I don't remember exactly which vendor it is, but I think I have a general idea. They're down here, I think. Might be this one? No. Ah, there we go. So we need the full incense, and it says right here, if held by a Snorlax while breeding, it may help them produce a Munchlax egg. So that is going to cost 9.6k. Go ahead and buy that. And we'll just go finish this up at the Hoenn Breeding Center. I'll see you when that egg hatches. Okay, our Snorlax hatched. It was the wrong nature, but like I said, that doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that these stats are matching. They both have attack and speed, so we give the adamant Pokemon that we bought an Everstone. We give our female Snorlax a full incense, and then go see what we're going to get from the breed. We will be getting a Munchlax with pretty decent defensive stats besides the special defense, but it doesn't really matter. This thing shouldn't be getting hit. It's just going to be a payday Pokemon. It has 31 attack, 31 speed, guaranteed adamant, and it's a Munchlax. So yes, we want that, and we can save a little bit of money here because this is going to be like this forever. It doesn't need to breed further. So spend nothing on the gender and just get a random one. And I'll see you when it hatches, and we'll train this thing up and show you my method of keeping it from evolving all the way to level 100. Okay, there's our Munchlax. It is adamant nature, 31 attack, 31 speed. So it is a perfect payday Munchlax, besides the fact it is not level 100 yet. So we're going to go buy a couple things really quick. One, we're going to buy another Everstone, because we can use that after a certain level with this Munchlax when it will be training itself. And we're going to buy 10 Wiki Berries, because Wiki Berries are the most hated berry by the adamant nature. You can use wiki berries to lower the friendship and happiness of your Pokemon, which is what Munchlax uses to evolve. If you look here, it evolves just from happiness and then leveling up. So on the second stat page, you can keep an eye on your Pokemon's happiness. Anytime this reaches, I think it's 86%, the Pokemon's going to evolve on its next level up. So that's where we use these berries to lower it. If we were to use one on him right now, it would lower by 9.8% happiness. So hang on a minute, we're actually going to buy a couple more of these. I'll buy one stack, so I'll buy another 89, and then we'll see how many we use by the end of it. Just go ahead and buy these ones. Okay, so we've used quite a bit of our money, but we'll end up getting some back too. And then with the spot that I like training at, I'm going to use Lepa berries. So I'm going to buy one stack of those as well. I assume I can get everything done in just this. So, oops, that was only one. We've spent 421k out of our starting 500k for this Munchlax, so it's been a little pricey. We'll be getting a little bit of money back from our berries, hopefully at the end, but if you follow me, we'll go EV train this thing up, and then see where we go from there. First things first, as I'm already in the Hoenn region, I'll go and train its speed EVs. Go ahead and put the experience share on it, and take down some hordes of Linoon until it's up to 252 speed EVs. One important thing to note here while I'm training is that it will be gaining happiness with pretty much every single horde, so I'm going to be paying attention to this, and as soon as it tries to evolve, or if I catch it above 70, I'm going to feed it some berries to lower its happiness. Okay, after hitting 86% happiness, Munchlax just tried to evolve for the first time, so now I'm going to use wiki berries, hit max, and then subtract one berry, because I think, yeah, it would be wasting a bit of a berry, so we'll use 8 berries right now, drop it down to 8% happiness, and continue training. We're almost done with the speed EVs already. It's at 240, I think, after this group of Sweet Scents. Alright, that's the speed EVs taken care of. Level 33 so far. Happiness is only back up to 14, still only used 8 wiki berries. Now I'm going to head to the Kanto region for the attack EVs. My preferred EV training spot being the Nidorinos to the east of Fuchsia City, because I want a nice shiny Sheer Force Nidoking at some point. I'll see you either when it tries to evolve again or when we're done EV training the attack EVs. That's 252 attack completed. Now I'm just going to go throw the final 6 EVs into HP like I usually do. Okay, with the stats rounded out to an even 510, take a look at happiness real quick. It's only at 36%. Now we have one thing left to do, and that's head over to the Sinnoh region and get training with a very high XP horde. Okay, we're going to head to the northern spot on Battle Frontier, the survival area, to get there, and then we just need to buy one more thing for Munchlax. Well, 2 technically. We're going to need the Earthquake TM, which will be another 33k, and we're going to need a PP max to give it the most possible PP, because Munchlax is going to end up training itself after a little while. So go ahead and use both of those on Munchlax. Give it Earthquake, and PP max Earthquake, so it can use, I believe, 16 of them. Yeah, 16. Hey, I'm about to make a mistake in the audio recording because I didn't realize that donator status is giving me 25% bonus XP, but here's a little tip if you want to get even more bonus XP than I did. For just 10, 13k, yeah, 13k on average, you can do a 50% boost, which is double what I'm getting in this video, and get things done a little bit quicker. I always use XP charms when I'm leveling anyway, but wanted to record this with no boosts, not realizing that I had a boost, so my bad. So if you'll follow me and pop a super repel when we get to the grass, we're going to need rock climb and surf to get to this location, and it's pretty far away from a PC, so I am going to be using Lepa berries as I always do at this spot. It has a pretty desirable shiny for me, being Camerupt, which has magma armor that you can use for hatching eggs, And it's a little flex because if you're going to be hatching eggs and need it in your party anyway, you might as well have a shiny one. So hopefully I end up getting that one day. But if you continue just following me this way, we're going to head north and then west through this little puzzle, if you want to call it that. And we'll need to pop one more repel along the way, because the spot is just up here to the north. I have to wrap around a little bit, jumping over some ledges, and then we will be there. This is a 100% 5x Camerupt Horde, and like I said, Camerupt is a pretty desirable magma armor shiny, so see how much XP we get per horde here, and see how long it takes to get Munchlax up to level 60. With no EXP boosts of any kind, we're getting 3,800 XP about per horde, so that's pretty decent. Let's see about what level we get to before we need to use some more berries on the happiness. I believe this horde should put Munchlax up to level 60. Yeah, so here's where I want to do a little testing. I'm no expert at using the calculators on Pokemon Showdown, but I believe right now Munchlax is able to one-shot and outspeed these Camerupts. So I'm going to put a choice band on it and see if that's the case, making sure Earthquake's in our first move slot. Hopefully this will KO all 5 because that will speed things up quite a bit. And then we just need to get it up to level 75 where I believe an Everstone will work. So hopefully this will kill all 5. It does. Okay, we might be able to move forward with this. That could have just been a damage roll, so I'll keep going and find out, but 7k XP is a lot better looking than 3. Okay, it is a damage range, so I'm going to get a couple more levels on Munchlax first. Actually, I already gained a level, so let's just continue and see what happens. Hopefully Munchlax doesn't die, but worst case scenario, could always just go back to a PC. This is for testing purposes. Okay, killed all 5 again. I'm guessing as soon as this thing is like level 63, it'll be a guaranteed kill on all 5. Okay, there's our second attempt at evolving, so I'm going to go ahead and use Wiki Berries on Munchlax again. Hit max, subtract by 1. Bring him down to 8% happiness, and it's already level 67. Now, if I did my math correct, at level 75 I can put an Everstone on this Munchlax and still take down these hordes with Earthquake. So I'll see you once I hit level 75. Okay, that's level 75. Let's check my math on the Showdown calculator again, because I believe now we can equip an Everstone and just level this all the way to 100 without having to use any more berries. So go ahead and use 6 straight Sweet Scents really quick to make sure. Should be enough to test. Well, with that, I think it's safe to say a level 75 Munchlax is able to take down Camerupt hordes with an Everstone equipped. So this thing is fully ready to be leveled up to level 100. I used about 49 Lepa Berries, let's call it, as I replenished my Sweet Scent there, and only 16 Wiki Berries, which, looking at the happiness, I actually probably could have used around like 10 to 12. I don't know the exact math on it, but yeah, I'm going to finish up leveling this to 100, maybe throw on a movie or something, because I don't need to pay attention at all. There is no Snorlax in the future of this Munchlax. And just with that, the final Sweet Scent, using exactly 99 Lepa Berries, I got to level 100 on the Munchlax. It's complete. So now Munchlax just needs Payday, which should be around 10k, I believe. Yep, 10k for Payday, and then 2 Heart Scales to get Covet back. Using pretty much every little bit of Pokeyen that we started out with the 500k, but we also have 83 Wiki Berries that were not used. Now to total up all the extra expenses. Obviously your Munchlax may be less or more than mine, depending on the prices at the time you choose to breed it, but we can total out the extra costs being the 16 Wiki Berries and the 99 Lepa Berries that I used in the process of getting to level 100. So Wiki Berries go for 1,200 apiece. I had 16 of them used, that's 19.2k, and Lepa Berries always go for around 1k a piece, so we'll do 99k there, which means 118,200 extra costs. Or you could even cut the Lepas out entirely and just train him with XP share and using the Wiki Berries all the way to level 100. If you made it this far in the video, you're awesome, because this is one of my longer videos and I really couldn't cut it down much more than I already did with all the information involved, but it's more of like a walkthrough as opposed to a guide, I guess. So if you guys would want to see more stuff like this, let me know with a comment below. And if you're not a part of the community already, hit that subscribe button. The channel's growing every day and I've got a lot of stuff coming for you. Thanks, guys.